Welcome to another episode of Sailing Indiana.
On this episode, we are finally giving you a tour of Indiana.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that was.
That's bad. Sorry guys. We thought we would give you a tour of outside of Indiana and also inside of Indiana to show you what it's like living on board a tiny home, so you can see where we keep our clothes, where we keep our food, where we brush our teeth, where we sleep. Yeah, just everything really. Kind of little insight into life on board Indiana.
We've been doing videos for a little while now, so this is video 47 I think. And we've not really spent much time actually going through the boat and showing you everything, all the nooks and the crannies and why we chose the boat. So we chose the boat because we fell in love with the inside of the boat, I think, because I'm 6'2" and I need some headroom, and we're also using this as a liverboard, so again you need some comforts in terms of home comforts. So yeah, you need a good galley, and you need some space, yeah, and you also need a decent sleeping place. You also need good heads or toilets, and yeah, and also using the boat for what it's meant for sailing. You need a good chart table, you need the capability of using it as a sailing boat, so
and a home.
And we
work from home as well, so it needed to be comfortable for sailing and be comfortable as a home.
Yeah.
Two main things.
So I think we've ticked all the boxes for us anyway, so we'll see what you think when we get into it, but
yeah. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Welcome to Cribs. Hello there.
Hello.
So,
are
you gonna tell us a little bit about the boat?
Yeah, but this is just gonna be the technical stuff, so maybe I'll just back this with some shots of the boat actually sailing or something, so you don't lose interest.
Nice. Well, what boat is it?
So we are on a Gypsy Master 372, and the Master version means that we've got one big aft cabin rather than two separate ones. And the heads are here as opposed to the heads being forward, making the forward cabin a little bit smaller. So we've got a larger forward cabin, and a larger heads basically. This is the Master version. So built in 1989. She's French, and I'm not sure who made these in terms of the design, who the designer was, but yeah, Dufour bought them out in I think early 90s, and Gypsy's kind of no longer. Gypsy's kind of no longer.
Yeah.
So some technical details. We've got a Yanmar 3GM 30F engine. It's diesel, a GRP hull. We've got 6 berths, so 2 in the aft cabin, 2 forward, and 1 each side in the saloon. We've had a complete rewire, and we've got 3 130 amp hour AGM batteries for domestic and 1 110 amp hour for the engine. We've got a Victron Energy Links distributor, 1000 DC distributor and fuse box, Victron Cyrix CT 330 amp split charger relay, a Victron battery monitor, Bluetooth enabled, allowing monitoring on mobile devices, lighting, full upgrade LED lighting, dimmable in here, heating systems, there's an air dispatcher, hydronic 10, domestic water system, 360 litres of water we can carry. We've got a windlass, we have sails, so we've got roller furling head sail, Kemp in-mast furling main sail, we've got a spinnaker, storm sail, and that's it actually. We've got a Ray 60 VHF radio, a Raymarine AIS 650 Class B transceiver, 2 Axiom 7 chart plotters, autopilot control head with the EV1 sensor core, rudder reference, and ACU 200. Yeah, we've got a wind vane, and we've got 3 i70 multi-function displays.
Woo!
Nice. And we've got a new bilge pump.
Yay!
There you go.
There you go.
All right, that's the boring stuff done, I think, yeah.
Okay, cool, let's do the fun stuff.
Let's do the fun stuff. Woo! So this is Indiana, a 1989 Gypsy 372. She's 37.5 foot and 12 foot wide. We've got new Harken cars and tracks, and also the traveller that runs across with the main sheets there has been replaced as well. The standing and running rigging has been replaced. Also the vang there has been replaced. Whole new sort of outhaul system put into the boom, and with the track and the car on the top of the boom as well, at great expense. And on the mast itself, had some new spin lock clutches put in on here. We've got a winch for mainly just for climbing the mast, I think. And then in terms of our running rigging, there's a second halyard there which is for the inner forestay, where we could run up a storm jib or something like that. So that's kind of in position and just waiting to be used. Also we've got a spinnaker lift, so that's the spinnaker halyard there, and that's again waiting to be used. Top of the mast, there's obviously steaming light and a deck light, and at the very top we've got all the usual stuff you'd find up there, I guess. So wind and direction, things like that. You'll have to forgive our window patch, which is a job that I've just let go for a little bit too long now. Just a little leak from this end. On the bow we've got a Delta anchor. I think it's a 20 kg, so it's probably a little bit oversized for the boat, but I'd rather that than undersized, so we don't have to worry about anything when we're on anchor. So we've got a Simpson Lawrence Horizon 1500 windlass, which currently is a bit sticky, so it doesn't like to roll freely to drop the chain, so we have to do that by hand. But it is electric on the way up, so that's the main bit that counts. And we've got currently 50 meters of chain and 20 meters of road, but that might have to increase if we go to the Caribbean and places like that. Okay, so in the cockpit area we have a modified binnacle. We've heightened the stainless here to incorporate a chart plotter pod, which houses our autopilot control head and a little mobile phone charging device from Scanstrap. Okay, and then in terms of space in the cockpit, we've got pretty deep lockers here. So we've got one of these on each side, and then there's also 2 cockpit lockers either side that go right the way down below the waterline. It goes the full width really, so it's pretty handy. There's loads of stuff in there that we don't actually need, so it's probably about time we clear them out, make some more room for stuff we do need. This one again, full of lots of things, but if you can see, it kind of goes really deep. We've got a huge bag full of ropes down there and some wires and bits and pieces, fairly sizable. So yeah, bags of ropes, paddle boards, things like that. You can't really see because our tender's in the way, but actually there's a lovely sort of sugar scuba or swim platform at the back of the boat here, and also obviously this ladder that folds down, so there's great access into the water. And also at the moment it's being used for our tender as a little prop, so it's quite actually handy. It's great, it just about fits the tender in either side. Some of you might have realized that you've never seen the tender before, but we're going to do a video about that next time, so yeah, we'll tell you all about it. This is our sort of Scanstrap binnacle pod with Raymarine autopilot here, a Raymarine Axiom 7 here, and a sort of Scanstrap Rock wireless charger there. So actually we can get charts on phone apps here and Raymarine charts here, so we've got the best of both worlds right at the helm. Yeah, you can't really see it, but the linear drive is there for our autopilot setup, so that's just obviously attached to the rudder quadrant and steers the boat for us. Also under here is our Everspatcher diesel heater. It's a Hydronic 10, and it keeps us very toasty during the winter months. Further down there you've got our diesel tank, and I'm not really sure what the literage of that is, 60 or 80 litres in the tank, who knows. To complement the chart plotter and the other Raymarine equipment, we've also got these 3 digital displays. Once there's a route plotted in the chart plotter, that will repeat down here and tell us our sort of coordinates, our distance to waypoint, bearing to waypoint, speed over ground, those sorts of things there. We can get our AIS on here as well, depth, speed, things like that. So it's great if you are at the helm, and sometimes we stand up a bit higher, so maybe then you can't see the pod, but you can see straight over and you can see these straight away. So yeah, really handy to have these put in here. And this is just a speaker for our VHF, so it just repeats from down by the nav desk, so we can hear it. So we've got two of these larger variant winches, and then we've got two smaller ones here. So obviously the main sheets go on here. We've got the outhaul and the main sheets on this winch, and then on this side we've got the vang, and also, as we've got an in-mast furling system, this is the continuous line, which actually does really well if you hold it around the winch there. When you're bringing it in, gives you an extra bit of help. Another little upgrade that we did was have these spin lock XTS triple clutches installed. There's 3 here, and then on this side we've got 3 and a 2 where we've got the spinnaker set up. Then we'll have things running back to here as well. So yeah, it's I think money well spent. They're not cheap, but yeah, if you saw the old ones that were on there, then you'd know why we spent the money. Hiding away back here are our gas bottles. So we're on camping gas, and we've got room for 2, so plugged into one. Got a little connector if we needed to use butane, so we've got the option of both. But yeah, so that's our little storage there. And one more thing on the transom is this. So behind here is a little shower for washing ourselves down if we've been in the water.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome to the room of requirement.
Yes, this is the room of requirement.
My changing room, which is really tidy now because we had guests over.
Yeah, it's usually not this tidy.
So this is the V-berth, forward cabin. So this is kind of where people sleep if they stay over, which is really nice. Nice kind of double bed, and within it we have some really nice storage space, which has become my wardrobe. So all my clothes are up here, ironing board, and then some extra storage on this side, which is really good. And then there's a nice cupboard in here as well, and it goes quite deep as well and quite high up, so it's pretty good. And it goes all the way back there, so it's nice for storage. And in here we have a little side lights, little reading lights if you fancy a little read in the middle of the night.
Very nice.
We also have USB port and plug socket. And there's also some more storage in here, which is just towels and bedding at the moment. It's a bit of a mess, don't go in there.
Don't go in there.
And then actually under here, this opens up completely, and we have really deep storage, which goes all the way down here. And that is, yeah, actually currently has some of our sails in there as well.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to MTV Cribs. So this is a salon, lounge, whatever you want to call it. Chris and I both work from home, as some of you may know, so this is usually my spot, my laptop, and Chris sits on that side of the table. We have a nice seating area here. There's stacks of storage. We have this storage here, and then also behind all of these.
Oh my word.
Grand Budapest Hotel, great film. We have loads of more storage within here. So the one is there, and there's also one back here.
Very deep as well, aren't
Very
they?
deep. A little bookshelf, a little library. Then in here, provisions.
That's the pantry.
That's pantry. Pretty well stocked at the moment. Pasta.
That's the main thing.
Key things. That's really good. That works really well for us. So then, yes, this is a table. So like this. Ta-da! So then, this is where you sit.
That's my workstation.
Goes back down. And you have a lot more space, which works really well. This is the other side. Again, we have storage behind here and here. Extra storage in all the cupboards. And then the piece de resistance. You come into here. Ta-da!
OMG.
Our drinks cabinet.
This is the drinks cabinet.
There's still party stuff in here from, I think, my birthday. Flamingos and a stolen Guinness glass.
Didn't steal that. Didn't happen.
It did. So,
Borrowed.
Borrowed, yeah. So yeah, that's our fancy little drinks cabinet. There's also some more drinks over here. Lovely painting from Chris's aunt. And yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the saloon.
Very cool.
Yeah, we like it.
Plenty of room.
Plenty of room. So moving from the saloon into the galley. Come on over, just follow me around. Cool, so yeah, this is our little galley, which I love. It was probably one of the main selling points, I think, when we walked in. I was like, this is really nice, and there's like loads of like counter space, because a few we saw were either just, you literally had just this, so it's just kind of nice having a little L-shaped galley. Double sink, some nice counter space. We have a little bin here, some really nice cupboard space in here. We have loads of different shelves, so we have a cutlery drawer, yeah, loads
and also
of shelves
underneath there is where our leisure batteries sit, so that's actually a good,
just in here.
Yeah.
And then in here underneath the sink you'll see
This is all of the hot water system, and this has pipes running from the engine as well, so where the engine heats up, this will heat our hot water for us as well. We've also got filament in the middle of it, so actually we've got a water heater. We flick that on and it heats the water as well, and then also the Everspatcher one that's running heats the water, so we've got 3 ways of heating water, which is great.
Yep, so we have 2 freezers essentially.
I think it's just fridge. It might be
and there's a little freezer at the top.
Yeah.
They're not working at the moment because we need a fridge compressor, and that costs money, so we're just trying to ignore that for the moment.
It costs a lot of money,
It's a little bit dirty. It's basically become the drinks.
Currently it's
cabinet.
full of booze.
Nice little oven, which gimbals. We have a nice oven in there, a little stove,
Couple of hobs.
safety fire blanket, which is very important.
Safety
just in case.
first.
And yeah, loads of nice storage behind here. So this goes down quite deep as well. It's a bit messy because we went for a sail on the weekend, so everything's moved. Spices, teas and coffees. We've got our plates and bowls in here. Oh God, no, it needs to go in there. Hang on, let me just fix that really quickly. Okay, try that again. And in here we have Tupperware.
Very smart.
Thank you so much.
Very tidy Tupperware.
And then cups and some water bottles and stuff
Yeah.
in here.
We'll probably make better use of that space as we get going.
I think we keep rejigging, but it's a bit messy. And then our lovely little fruit and veg basket.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Pretty cool. Chris found this and we've upcycled it. Well, we gave it a wash and we've reused it.
Yeah.
So, so that's really cool. But I think I love the galley. The galley's probably my favourite.
Your favourite
Because I
space?
love cooking, so
Yeah, you love it.
I do. So this is cool. And we cook breakfast, lunch and dinner here. Unless we get takeaway.
Where could Lauren be?
Hello. Do you mind?
Oh no, what are you
I'm trying
doing?
to shower.
Oh my gosh.
Fine, okay. I will show you quickly then, if you must. This is the heads.
Very
This
cool.
is my shower head towel. This is the toilet, so let's just do this quickly.
Yep.
This lifts up, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, toilet, little pump.
It's a little Jabsco toilet pump, so we flick it over to pump out, and we flick it back to pump in fresh water.
There we go.
What else?
Cool, yeah, so obviously sink. We have a nice little cupboard here with some really decent storage. It's a bit of a mess. Again, we went for a sail the other day, so everything has gone everywhere. But it goes quite deep back,
Either side.
all along and all down here. So yeah, loads of really nice storage for all of my toiletries. So we have a nice little shower head, actually. I'm the only one that's used this, which is quite funny. So when we went to Bewley, we went for a very long walk, and then you might have seen the episode, and came back and the shower block had closed for the evening. So I had a nice hot shower on the boat, which was perfect. Chris hasn't used it yet, but it works very well.
Well, just sharing the facilities really. We've not done any proper passage making yet to sort of get full use out of it, but it's there and beautifully decorated, you know, for when I need it. So
yeah, so this is the heads, but it's pretty decent size. Like,
yeah.
You got lots of room in here.
Yeah, it's a full sort of wet room as well. So we've got that towel down, but actually, well, that blanket.
Yeah, like this, it's a bathroom mat, dear.
A bath mat.
That would come out. Obviously, you have a shower, and that drains off.
Yeah, it drains under there, and there's a little
shower pump and evacuation douche.
Yeah, evacuation douche.
Evacuation,
Come.
Evacuation complete.
All right, thanks very much.
Bye.
Right, this is our chart table. So every boat should probably have one if you're using paper charts. A lot of them are now using electronic charts, and actually paper charts are being phased out, which I just found out today. So it's actually a full-size chart table, so you can get the charts out of here. You've got plenty of room to use these things and plot your intended route. Yeah, this is a great little space, which usually we have cluttered full of objects and bits and pieces that we don't really need to look at. But if we go on a sail, we clear this out, and it's it's very useful. We've got a Axiom 7 chart plotter here that we can use straight away to just punch in our coordinates there, our waypoints and bits and pieces. This is our Raymarine VHF radio there, and this is our switchboard, which is beautiful.
Isn't she beautiful?
This was totally redone by the previous owner before we got the boat, and for all that have seen it, they've said, wow, we wish ours looked as tidy as that. So yeah, big props to the previous owner. And just under the nav desk or chart table is a little cupboard that we use to store all of our pots and pans. But what I did want to show you under here, so underneath the bench here, this is all of our sort of switch gear really for all our electronics. And then further under the table, you won't be able to see, is our inverter. Well, the inverter's not always on while we're on shore power, but it's what we use to charge the batteries. So, and I think that concludes the nav desk. Right, under the stairs, for those who are really interested in engines and bits and pieces, we have the engine. So we've got really great access actually, front and back. So these two steps come off, and yeah, we've had the engine out ourselves and did a lot of maintenance on it. So if you see a few videos back, then you can check all of that out. But yeah, it was really simple. There's a little hatch on the side there that I'll show you in a minute, and also then the whole back bit comes off. So it's really great to work on this.
Hello there.
So Lauren's got hungry halfway through this filming and decided that she needs to imminently start cooking dinner. So I don't blame her. I'm hungry too.
Exactly.
But we've not completed the tour yet.
So what are you going to do then?
I'm gonna have to complete it on my own.
Okay. You show them where we sleep.
Yeah, I'm going to show you the aft cabin through the final door. Into the aft cabin. Ta-da! So this is where we sleep. So this is our room, and it is huge. We've got basically a sort of sofa there, a double sofa. As I said, these would have been two single aft cabins if it wasn't the master version, so maybe there's just more room to play with. Let's have a look at storage. So this is my wardrobe. So most of my clothes go up here. Also got a bit of space in this wardrobe. So there's a huge wardrobe, really deep as well. Goes all the way down to the bottom there. So we share this, Lauren's stuff and my stuff as well. So yeah, there's plenty of room for all of our stuff on board, all of our clothes and things like that. Yeah, coming and sitting down on this sofa, you get a good view of the bed. It is huge. It's like a king size, really, more than a double. It's a little bit low down once, you know, for getting in and out, but once you're in, yeah, it's perfect. Opens up again on this side, and then you've got more storage on here, more storage up there. So we've got some winter bits and pieces up there, ready to get out when we need to. And then at the back here, we're just using this for storage at the moment, but this is the access I was talking about. So that the whole thing comes off, the engine's under there. You've got a side door there as well, but yeah, really great access to the engine there. But that is probably about it for the tour, I think, or for the bedroom anyway. But
yeah,
almost for the tour, I think.
I think that is it.
Yeah, that's it. The aft cabin.
That is it.
So, thanks.
Thanks for stopping by. Bye.
So that concludes our boat tour.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. That's about it.
Yeah.
We hope that you've enjoyed having a little sort of
Nose around,
little personal look into our lives, and yeah, hopefully you can understand why we chose the boat and why it works for us. Huge amounts of space, and it's beautifully laid out inside. Outside we've got everything we need really to get the boat moving from A to B.
Yeah, if you could think of anything else you would like to know or see, then let us know.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully we've kind of covered everything.
Yeah, potentially some huge things we've forgotten that we'll just think about tonight when we go to bed and be like, oh.
Damn it. So yeah, let us know
Yeah.
if there's anything you want to see and we can put it in another episode for you guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, hope you enjoyed it.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Hope you enjoyed getting a little sneak peek into our home.
Yeah, we'll see you next week for some more sailing, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely more sailing. See you soon.
See you then.
No, that's horrible.